What up, Sea Iron? See, going to talk about the draft. I have some candidates I feel like the Ravens should get in the draft. I'm only going to talk about Daniel Faalele. But if it's something you might want me to answer, it'd probably be best if you put it in the comments and not in the chat box. It'd probably be best if you put it in the comments, not in the chat box. Um, hey, let's get rolling. Let's get rolling. All right, so welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to talk about Minnesota's Minnesota's tackle prospect, Daniel Faalele. I hope I pronounced that right. And according to this, he's 6'9", 379. 6'9", 379. Make sure you let that sink in. 6'9", 379. Just let that sink in. But let's get into this film, man. I got again, I took notes, got a list of plays I want to talk about, and hey, let's get it right. Let's get it started. Hey, yeah, hit that like button too. Hit that like button too if you like what you see. Appreciate you guys for coming through on this early live stream. All right, there we go. So I think I got something for the first play. I think I do. No, it's the second play. It's the second play. But let me get this. Let me get my mouse situated. I always forget about my mouse. It's funny you say feet. It's funny you say feet. Yeah, let's just watch his feet on this first one. It's funny you said feet. This is him right here. Get my pad out the way. Right there. Funny you say feet. Watch his feet. Let's watch it live. And to me, that's like he don't want people around his feet, around his lower body. That's what it looked like to me. But it's just the first play. It's just the first play. He kind of lean on one guy, then don't really go get the other. But I ain't really want to talk about this one. Talk about this one. Now he's out here left tackle. Right tackle. Oh, that's the first flag. I'm sorry. Right tackle. Most of the time, and y'all can't see my face. I'm making all these facial expressions and y'all can't see it. Most of the time, when we look at a prospect from a team, it's the left tackle. Why does he play right for Minnesota? Is it number 70 is better than him, or are they just more comfortable with him being on the right side? Is the quarterback left-handed? I haven't even paid attention to see if the quarterback is left-handed. That may be why. Quarterback is right-handed. No. Yeah, the quarterback right-handed. So why is he on the right side? I don't know. Okay, some questions we don't know. We'll figure them out one day. It's decent feet though. He do have decent feet on this pass pro right here. Got a great start on it. Got to the guy good. What I don't like is the hands. Look where the hands at. His hands never got in his holster here to fire and get up under this pad. And it's gonna be tough for him to get up under pads because he's 6'9", and this cat probably 6'5", but he look like he's 5'2" compared to him. He gotta at least get that hand on the breastplate. Ideally, you want it up under here, but it can't be like he taking a picture with the buddy. It can't be way up there. Let's see if he replace. See if he even try to replace his hand. He slides it down, but it's still outside. Now it's finally in the right spot, but he out of position. The hand finally in the right spot, but he out of position. I can't tell what the right hand doing. I can't see it. But this hand is finally in the right spot, but he out of position now. And now he's bending over. He's kind of beat now. Even though they held him off long enough. This the part that he's good at. Because he's so big, when he lose, if he still can put something on you, he necessarily don't lose. Because he can just put that weight on you and run you down. Because even though at some point, right along in Keep backing up. Right along in here, I feel like he has lost or is losing. He can just lean that weight on you and run you by people. That's 6'9", what I said? His weight was 6'9", 379. Yeah. That's a lot of cat. A lot of dude, rather. Sorry. Didn't mean nothing by that. All right, 22, hand placement. All right, let's go with this one. Again, he's right here. Check the hand placement. That's the note I got for this one. So there's no real kick slide. He just kind of stands up. And he already in a 2-point stand, so he just raises up even higher. He goes from being 6'5" here to the whole 6'9". Gets a slide on him. Still, he never cocks that hand to shoot it. He just reaches out and grabs. So now his hand's outside. On the shoulder pass, his hands need to be inside. Now, because he's that much bigger than this guy, that's why he kind of dominated him. But the technique not good right there. Hand placement is bad. Hands outside. Even when he replaces his hands or retries to get them in the right spot, it's still on the top of the shoulder pad. Got to get better with the hands. 58. Slide over to 58. All right, 54, close enough. All right, now he's here. Make sure we check him out right there. Do I have a note for this one? I do not. Let's see what we got. Not bad with the initial kick slide. Still not reaching though. Don't reach or catch. Let him get close and shoot them hands. Let him get close enough for you to shoot them long arms. You just reaching out there trying to soften the blow, looks like. See, look at the hands again. Top of the shoulder pads. You got to work on that because you're so much taller, so you got to bend. You got to drop that butt. The only reason, and he wins this right here, is because he's way bigger than the guy. And he just kind of drags him down. The technique right here is bad, though. The outcome is good. Technique is bad. Got to get better with the hands. Got to get better. All right, 115. All right, it should be close enough. Maybe not close enough. All right, here he is right here. It's that right tackle. Not bad trying to get to the outside on the outside zone. Not bad. Let's look at this first step. Check this first step right here. If this first step it should look like a J almost. It should go wrong button. It should go here to get here. He should try to get depth and width with that first step. Let's see if he do that. No, he basically steps in the bucket. So no, he don't. He steps in the bucket. He basically picks that foot up and put it back down. That foot's almost in the same spot. Now, and he needs to get his head on the center of this guy. But look at his arms again. Look at his arms. Not up under that way it need to be. Both arms outside. Now, this left arm is kind of in the right spot now, but initially it wasn't. So if the right arm was in the right spot, he could just run this guy up out of here. But he's still kind of tall too. And every play he probably gonna look tall because he's tall as hell. But he just looks straight up as here. And you can see the guy, number 8, kind of pull him down. Watch number 8 pull him down. Number 8 should never get this kind of leverage on him. Just play with better leverage. And look at that. He right there making the play. Right there making the play. Or forcing the play, rather. He ain't making. He's forcing the play. His hands. Feet decent. Hands not good to me right now. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Hand placement is key. And he going to have to work on that because he's so darn tall. Yes, positive going to be his size, but you got to work on the technical part of it too. Okay, 230. I got beside this one called gather steps. Like, why would an O lineman have gather steps? He is your right tackle here. Why would he have gather steps? Is this? I can't remember if it's a run or not. It is a run. He just kind of stayed in place. He just kind of stayed in place. Watch right. He just gonna kind of pat his feet like he about to run a route. Like he doing them crazy YouTube releases as a wide receiver. Go somewhere. You wasting steps. You wait if your job is to cut off the backside, if you stabbing a hinge, if his job is to stab a hinge, he got to step hard there, then open it up. You can't just pop, 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 pop. What? Go somewhere. Yeah, I know he is a big kid, Justin. He is. And look, he lets the guy get leverage on him. Everybody's gonna try to play with leverage on him because he's taller than them. So he gotta be able to bend them knees and use his weight, use his leverage against them. Cause look how low number 8 is up against him. Luckily 56 kind of helped out with the chip. Cause 8 was gonna move him right into the gap he wanted to go to. Cause he's playing with leverage. The old adage, low man wins. And 95% of the time that stuff is correct. 95% of the time that's correct. You see him late, toward the end, kind of run number 8 on by, but still up here at the top. And that's still kind of like a little double they got going. But this is Faalele. I think I'm saying it right. Across the top. All right. 245. So it's next play. Very next play. Let's see what we got. Hands. The feet are not bad. Look how quick he get out there. It still stepping in the bucket though. Just watch this foot right here. This foot gonna be in the same spot. Just watch. Same spot. I didn't move the mouse. Watch the circle. I'm not gonna touch the mouse. My hands are off it. I'm just gonna forward the video. Same spot. That's a wasted step. Now you got to struggle because you, as an O lineman, you're trying to get the midpoint on outside zone or reach block. You're trying to get the midpoint and either hook him, turn him with that arm, but you're trying to get this arm on right in this center spot and either run him wide or hook him on like the second or third step. At this point, you ain't finna hook him because look at the space, and he's already going that way, and you're not there yet. So the best you can do is hope to run him wide and your back to cut behind you if the back get the ball. There's hands. And hands outside because of the steps. In this case, I think the hands outside because of the steps. He just was grasping because he didn't want to miss the block. And you still don't try to reposition the hands either. That's holding. I think Blue wanted to, not Blue, I'm talking looking at baseball. The ref wanted to call it. Look at the ref down here in the bottom right corner. Looked like he reached for the flag but didn't call it. Oh no, that's his whistle. My bad. That's his whistle. That's his whistle. All right, next play. 3:15. All right, where is he? Right here. Right here. 3:15. Not bad. Quick. Again, I'm saying quick, but you got to think about it. This is 6'9", 379 pounds moving like this. This is very agile for a guy that size. Very. So I know I kind of seem like it's a lot negative, but anytime I say quick for him, it means a little more because he's way bigger than anybody that I've talked about so far. Now, right now, all he needs to do, because 56 helped him out when he threw that back hand on him. He just got to turn. Can he change direction is the question. Because this is his guy right here. This is his guy. 56 should be working up the mic. All he has to do is turn him back. My bad, wrong button. Turn him back. 56 will work there. And then you run it back, stick his foot in the ground and get right there. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he can change direction. How well can he flip them hips to change direction? And he not in a DB manner. I know there's some DB terms I threw out there, but you still got to have good hips as an O lineman too, especially when you work to the second level, because the linebackers will change directions on you. So a concern for me is his hips also. 345 is the next one. 340 close enough. All right, right tackle. Again, this is the gather steps and just the whiff. What are you, like, you trying to react to him? You hopping? This, I mean, it's an RPO. Looks like an RPO. Yes, an RPO. Or inside zone. I think it's an RPO though. So you basically got the base. You basically basing that guy. So what? What are you waiting? I don't understand the technique. Cause it's like he pass setting but going forward. That's probably a strange combination. It's like he kick sliding forward. That's what he doing. He kick sliding forward, and then he off balance. And number 8 just gonna throw him out the way, or 11, whatever number. Number 8, number 8 playing with his hands. Look, 8 has his hands inside. Faalele has his hands outside. Now get out the way. It's that simple. Now you hold it, cause your hands are not in the right spot. Hands not in the right spot. Look who gets in on the tackle. Number 11. The guy he's supposed to be keeping on the backside. Hand placement, man. Hand placement. 437. Let's see what the chat box got going on right quick. 1 second. Let's see what y'all talking about over here. Watch the film on decent feet. Hands questionable. Yeah. Key on he talking to see iron. I heard comparison to Villanueva. That might be right. He's still better than AV at right tackle. He might be. Jermaine Johnson has been abusing people out of fly. Yeah, I know who Jermaine is. He hurt my Hurricane, so I'm gonna look at him eventually. The O-line depth is solid this year. All those Minnesota children are huge in that O-line. Let's see. Yeah, he definitely gonna be 3rd or 4th round, I think. And that late, who knows? But we'll see. Let's get back to it. All right. So now, down in here, they got. I think they have an extra. I don't know if it's a tight end or another lineman. But when I see this right here, it kind of puts me in the mind of, can he play guard? So now I'm thinking, with the space, with what number 8 is doing with him, with his athletic ability and his kind of speed, so to speak, is Faalele a guard? So I think I got like 2 plays that are close to goal line and kind of give you an idea of whether he can play guard or not. I think this is one of them. On the down block. So he's hip to hip with 56, which is great. Hip to hip. This is great position. I'd rather he have more bend, like 56 has been. He's kind of bent over. The thing is now, his eyes got to be on 41. Now, why are you looking back? The man's right. He's right here. The guy you got to block is right here. Why are you looking back? Just finish your job. And look at that. Because you looking back, you get assaulted. Because you looking back, not where you're supposed to be, not on your assignment, you get assaulted. Crazy how when you don't, the little stuff and what happens during the game that sometimes you don't see. You looking back trying to check out what's going on in the backfield and you get punished. Again, another attempt. Is this one of my plays? Yes. He is right here. This is, kind of puts me in the mindset, can he play guard? This is one of his better plays. I think. This is one of his better plays. Right here. Watch him. Look at that hat. Right where it's supposed to be, outside of that dude, and make sure he stay down. Look with the hole open. Right off his block. Got 65 coming through. Probably gonna be untouched. 24 easy touchdown. This is guard type stuff. These last two plays. And yeah, he got caught looking back on the play before. This is some guard type stuff right here. Can he be a guard? That big? Can he be versatile? Can he be a tackle and a guard? Can he be go down the line? We'll see. I just think he has some tendencies to be guard, to be a guard. Let's go to the next play. 4:49. That was that one. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. We got 2 more plays, people. 2 more plays. All right, 5:56. All right, he is here. Let's see. I don't remember why I put this one on here. He can move again. The kid can move. Watch him work in space. Now let's check this foot out again. I'm gonna leave a marker right there. Let's check this foot out again and see if it moves. Marker went away. It moved a little bit. His outside zone step is better to the left than it is to the right. I will say that. But he don't get much movement either way. Because right on that line, and at least he got depth on it to try to get outside. He passes that guy off, which I like. Uses that off arm to kind of help his guy out behind him. And now he should be all eyes trying to get to the outside of 35. And if 35 attacks that hole, all he's just trying to do is get on the outside of him and make sure he don't cross his face. Did he skip right there and not step? It's kind of that little shuffle step right there instead of a full stride keeps him on the backside. When he needs to be, his hat needs to be over here. His hat needs to be on this side. So then the back can kind of, go there or go there. I mean, not lateral like that, but here or here. Because it's starting to open. It's starting to open. You can see it starting to open right now. Now, at this point, look at his hands. Hands not where they need to be. But what's going to help him is, he's something you can't coach. He's 6'9", 379. And he's just holding on. And that helps him. It don't help the full play, but it helps him keep 35 out of it. The backside guys got in on it. But it helps him. Now, let's look at his hands right here. He has a handful of jersey right there. Now, this handful of jersey is technically holding. But if you get that same handful of jersey right on the breastplate, like right up under the shoulder pads, they'll never call that no level of football. Junior varsity, pee-wee, high school, college, NFL. If you get a handful of jersey like this, but up under the breastplate, and they not like fighting to get away from you, they'll never call it. Never. So he got grabbing right, it's just in the wrong spot. Ooh, he mauling this dude over here. I ain't paying attention to that. He messing him up. And what's the next one? 6-2. The very next play. All right, again, right tackle right here. Feet. I mean, it's got good feet. He just don't have the rest of it to go with it right now. I don't think, and that's just my opinion. Bam. See that foot in the same spot again. That foot right. Let's see this foot in the same spot again. See if I can fast forward. See in the same spot. That he losing that, and that matters in football. Losing that same spot. Oh my bad, hit the wrong button. Crap. All right, here we go. Now we're back. Now look at the hands. Them hands got to come inside. They got to. Cause he just hugging. That's what he doing. He hugging. That's a hug. That's a big old bear hug. It's a big old bear hug. And now with a stronger guy, cause 11, 8, 9 not as strong as him. I know they're not. But when you get to the NFL, you got stronger guys. They gonna when you reach out and bear hug like that, they're just gonna shoot your shoulder pads and stand you straight up and have you 7 foot instead of 6'9", and then gonna throw you out the way and go find the ball. That's why I'm saying hands are important. Hands to go with that side. Look at the dude choking him out because his hands inside. Look at this. He getting Undertaker. All he needs is the Undertaker theme music to get choke slammed. He getting choked out because he didn't get his hands inside and he can't do nothing with it. But watch this. And that's what I remember from doing this earlier. Watch what he finally does with his hands. That shit on my face. Finally, I saw some violence. And if he can do that on a more consistent basis, because this is violent as you know what now. I'm gonna let y'all see it, real time. Let me back it up. This is violent. This is extremely violent. Yeah. That's football. That's football. Choke me out. I'm tired of you choking me out. Get your hands off me. He should have just super fly snooker splashed him. That's what he should have did. Instead of just laying on him. He didn't even lay on him good. But again, this is... Let me see what's in the comment section real quick before I get up out of here. Where we at? He's incredibly raw, but you can't teach... Right. That's the point I was going to get to, Old Guy Gaming Network. He is raw, but you can't teach that size. But do you really want to put two guys on the team like that? Because there's another guy on the team already that's raw, but with size. Don't want to call them names. Even if he's not ready to play tackle in the NFL, we're moving inside. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he has guard tendencies. I think he can be a good guard. I really do. I think he can be a good guard. For all those O-line geeks, Keon Green, we'll get to that. He do have good feet. We'll talk about them later. Faalele looks like he could be a guard. Or we just said that. Hard to run around a man that big. Definitely. That whole project. All right. So my positive for Daniel Faalele or Faalele, however you say it. I apologize if I mispronounce it. Size. Second positive, his initial first step, like when you're doing outside zone, he moves very well. I forgot the one where he got to second level. Oh, that was 6 minutes. I don't know if I talked about that. Let me go back to 6 minutes. It says second level. Did I skip over this one? Oh yeah, him going to get into the linebacker. I ain't skip it. Okay. And the third positive for Faalele, size. The first one is size and the third one is size. Then that initial first step. The negatives. I don't know how he like working with people around his feet. I don't know how, maybe if he had an ankle injury or something, he kind of, he's conscious of people being around his feet because he kind of looks like he takes soft steps to make sure he don't get rolled up sometimes. I got lax change of direction. Like if 35 in this case played further back and he like stuck his foot in the ground, could Faalele mirror that foot and keep him off the running back? That's what I don't really know of. And we saw it on the outside zone play where the guy helped him out and got a good punch on I think it was the 3 or the 1 technique, and all he had to do was just turn him, and he couldn't stop his momentum to turn him, and he ended up just falling down. And then I just not enough nasty. And initially I would have said no nasty, but that move at that last play when he slapped the guy hands down, that's violent. That's like I'm trying to break your wrist violent. So it's in him. I don't know what it's gonna take to get him out. I don't know if he's one of them guys you got to kind of dog cuss to get him fired up to go. But NFL, everybody gonna be doing that for you. You getting paid to come out angry and fired up. So, but I think he's a good prospect. I think because of the way he moves at that size, he got raw ability. He needs to be coached up. He needs to bend more and not bend over. He needs to bend more at the waist and bend more in the legs. Bend more in the legs and not at the waist, and work on that hand placement. Even if he don't do nothing else better, if he get his hand placement better, his hand placement gonna make him play lower, which will help him out. If he just work on just hand placement, because he got to get his hands on those shorter defensive tackles and defensive ends, because you ain't gonna see too many defensive ends standing at 6'9" with him. If he can play or learn to get his hands in the right spot, that'll make his whole playing height smaller, which will help him out, because then he could use his frame to extend and press people and use leverage and stuff like that. So that's what I got for Faalele, man. I'm really liking these tackles, and I ain't really got to the centers and guards yet. I saw a guard today on NFL Network, now center, I think from Boston College that I really liked. But we'll talk about him when I get to him. He just flashed across me and I thought about him right now. This is Daniel Faalele, right tackle, which is strange again, from Minnesota, 6'9", 379. That's my spiel on him. I'm gonna add him to my big board, and we're gonna go from there. Next up is Penny. Next up is Trevor Penny. It'll be out probably sometime tomorrow, and we'll do this again, man. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Hit that like button. Comment if you got something you want to say, especially because I ain't ready to go back to the chat box. If you got a comment about this guy or another guy, put it in the comment section. And subscribe if you're new. And if you just subscribed, I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And one last parting shot for y'all. Peace.